Visa, 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 visa.
Hello, everyone. We're here at Real Talk Self and your host, Sylvia Gina Hunt, and just here, first of all, to thank all of you for letting us win this prestigious award. Me and the group here that works with Real Talk Self are really honored and privileged to have all of you watching, and please continue to do that and give us your support. We recognize all your thanks. We appreciate you from the bottom of our heart, and we are dedicated to bringing you just the best information with people that we can get our hands on. And so with that, I say again, thank you so much. Each and every day and each and every show, our job is to get better, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to start right now with some current events of some of the stuff that we had got to touch base with. Yesterday, it was a meeting at the Buddhist Museum on 17th, 150 West 17th Street. And that ongoing piece is going to last yesterday from the 16th, I believe, until the 20th or 21st, something like that. Definitely the weekend. I'm honored to be able to tell you that that was a splash. It was private yesterday, but we are going to bring you some of the stuff that's not so private coming today, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about, you know, the history of the Asians and what they've been contributing towards our existence from the early days. A lot of you watch the Grammys and the Oscars and things like that. So the change is coming for them, and it was a very successful time with the Oscars. How could Woman King not be nominated? It was just, to me, I can't even believe it still. However, you know, in a group of, with the whole world and all of us connected, it was a beautiful occasion. It wasn't no mishaps, no disagreements, and no violence. So the Oscars went amazingly well, and we appreciate that, because whenever we bring our best of the best to the forefront, that in our mind just equals love. It always equals love. And I want you to know that we love everybody, and sometimes us as a whole, we may make mistakes or errors because we go through something. But I can assure you, Will Smith, he's loved, I love him. Chris Rock, he's loved, I love him. And these kind of mishaps was a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and it will never happen again. We could get over that, and then when these actors, I don't know if it's necessary to really punish them in such a way to keep them from the beauty and the spirit of their craft and their art. I honestly think 1 year is enough time, sufficient time. And since everybody can laugh about it now and make jokes about it now, and it won't happen again, I don't think that we have to suspend people in such a way, because we make mistakes. You know, so that being said, I'm going to tell you about how privileged I was to be able to see Mama, I Want to Sing after a record-breaking 40 years. And it was just amazing. The singers, the new young person, everybody was amazing. That young lady was only 14 years old. And then the regular staff that was there all the while, everybody was just amazing. And a lot of the individuals that took part in it 40 years ago, Shaka Khan and all of the greats, we really appreciate it and hope that they were able to get into New York, get to see that again. Because some of our material, the singing, the dancing, it's just incredible. And one way to always pick up your spirits when this world, we're going through all of this stuff with COVID, and so many of us are missing, not fortunate enough to be here to watch TV and hear the songs and hear the voices. But we all know that that's part of the process. However, to lose so many people at such a fast rate was very, very, very hard and very upsetting for all of us. So we have to concentrate on the good things and the things that connect us together. This media, shows, music, talent, just conversation, just what can we do to make the world a better place. All of these things is so just wonderful and spiritual too at the same time, because we have the people that want to pray and they give love from their heart in their prayers, you know, and they talk about their spiritual momentum, their book and their praises to their God or their higher power, or whatever it might be. And it's just so wonderful when people have that kind of structure and they have that kind of lean back, where they can lean back because they know that they're living the best they can and with the beliefs that they can. And then all of us honoring and respecting everybody else's belief too. We're like at a table where we all come from different places and different cultures, and it's just wonderful. You might, because to me, you could like grape juice, I could like orange juice, this one could like cherry juice or pineapple juice or whatever, and it's no big deal. We all get together and we all tip our glasses of our juice or our water or whatever it is in happiness and share this show or share this, whatever it is, the sport. There's so many things going on. It's March Madness right now, and it's basketball, and it's soccer, and it's boxing, and it's karate. It's whatever you like, and that's what the world is all about. Fitting in, doing the things that you like, taking time to teach others and show others and help others. Wow, it's just a beautiful existence. I really want to take time off to thank Ricky Corporon, because not only is he a producer and a director, like myself and others here at our M&M family, but he is so dedicated to making sure that every show gets enough attention to be put out there in the universe for all of you to watch. And for that, I give Ricky a great big round of applause. Because he's #1 in my book. He is amazing. He's like having 5 people in the studio, sometimes 6. And believe me, with the protocol of this COVID, the help that we used to have, that's no more. In fact, we were just talking about so many of comrades here in the studio have left or whatever. You know, hopefully they're still on the planet that they didn't have COVID bad. Just in the dilemma of television and watching and music and things, nothing can stop us. We have to pause for a moment, but as soon as it's safe, we get right back to the drawing board. We get right back on the case. That is determination credited with people that really love doing what they do. You know, I want to think of all the other artists and all the people that came on this show, because our show is a little different. We not like Mad Stars. Nobody's gonna come and click us or, you know, bring us a bouquet of roses or anything like that. But it's not necessary. As long as we get the story or the point across, as long as we bring you these individuals that are clearly champions in their field. I can think of a lot of champions we have. We have Lisa Smith, we have RonAmber, we have so many people. And we're looking forward to getting these people back and see what they've been doing in these last few years, to see, you know, what their lessons are and what they really want to talk about. We have a lot of artists and musicians, and we really want to find out, we really want to dig deep to what is this thing that we call soul or spirited. We want to know what that is. We want to bring it out from deep inside. You know, we really do. And when we do that, we're going to share it exclusively with you. I promise you that. And then we're about to be spring. So, you know, I always say winter always turns to spring. And you know that spring is only a couple of days away. We had a relatively wonderful winter again. Not a lot of snow, not too many cold days. From my point of view, it's been not bad. Even though I do miss the snow. I wouldn't mind seeing a little snow. You don't have to have it like the gazoo, like when a few years back when we come in here to film and tape and record with the snow up to the gazoo. Well, we still have a lot to talk about. Maybe it's the atmosphere. Maybe we had to talk about the good things, but we also have to point out the things that we need to improve on and do better. Because while all our whales and our dolphins dying in the last, few months, just for no reason, and we know we have them, no matter what some parties say we don't have it, but we do have it in this reality. We need to improve it, because we need our mammals and we need our animals, because they are part of our makeup. The things that they bring to the universe, we need. And when all of these things disappear and start leaving, that's when all the sicknesses are coming, because we don't have these animals or these insects or these birds to put whatever they were putting their energy into the universe. And so something has to give. It's just like when we watch the dinosaurs and they evolve, but when they evolve, we're going to keep evolving things until we keep constantly getting all of these tornadoes and storms now, record-breaking, and things that we never really even had. We got to kind of figure it out. We got to figure it out fast. That's why we always bring to the surface the trials and tribulations of what's going on with this world. We can't sugarcoat everything, but we have to let you have the knowledge so you guys can get out there. And when you vote, you can write these things down because these things are very important. That's why we always encourage you to vote your choices. We always encourage you to stand up for your rights and clearly speak out for what's wrong. This is the only way we can fix it, people. We can't wait around like we used to do and wait hundreds and hundreds of years to fix things. And right now, the world is at a turning point where people want to take us back to where women can't have the rights to say. We have to thank Mr. Ronald Carter for his book on that note, that a woman has a mind. A woman is not a little child that could be told what they can do and what they can't do. A woman is a woman. She's responsible for her body and what goes in it and what happens to it and what she chooses to happen to it. If you just think logically, that makes sense. Nobody's going to tell a man what to do with his body or when not to, and nobody should be telling a woman that. Now, turning that back, that was clearly wrong and evil, because a woman is intelligent enough to decide what's best for her and her body. That's not up to anybody else. If a woman knows what's best for her, we should leave it at that. She's not stupid, So some things we didn't get right. Some things we brought back, some negativity and just pure hate. Because how could anybody logically be thinking that they need to tell a woman what to do if she's a grown woman? And even if she's a child and she made a mistake, who are you to think that you should tell a young lady when she has parents, a mom and dad, that would probably make those decisions for her, that would be better off making those decisions for her? Who are you to mess up people's lives forever and give them a responsibility that will last them forever if they're not ready for it? It's just, I don't know, but there's a lot of things that just doesn't make sense. And I hope that every single one of you is listening. I respect your opinion, but just think about it. Just think about what you're saying. Because I know that if you're a father, you wouldn't want somebody telling your daughter what to do and when to do it, and have kids if they don't want kids or whatever. You know what I mean? Or if they're not ready maturely enough or financially enough to be able to support these kids. We got to think about the whole scope of things. But a woman is capable, and even if she should make the wrong decision, then that will be on her to accept what she made and take the responsibility for it, giving that child the best life that she could. But if somebody tells her to just have the kid, because there's no such thing as not having it when you know you can't take care of it and you're not mature enough to do it. It's a mindset too. So it's a lot of things involved. And we don't want to speak on the same old problem that generation after generation and generation knows. And that's people that have so much will not let go, won't let anything get out, won't let anything get in, but won't take a moment to help somebody that doesn't have, that won't share. In my opinion, I'm not even sure we can call them human beings. I don't know what they are. I won't go as far as calling them monsters, because honestly, it's theirs. If they don't want to share, if they don't want to give, technically it's correct because it's theirs. But if they would just try, just take some time to just try to help somebody out, to spread a little love or a little kindness if you can. Kindness is such a wonderful thing. It's free. It don't cost anything to do it. If you could just each and every day put your best foot forward and ask somebody to smile and make somebody smile. That's what we're here all about. This is the reason why we have entertainment, sports, shows, dancing, all of these things that complete a whole human heart and spirit. But we take the good with the bad. But if we could put more goodness to our cause, we need that. That's why that's so important. We have the world famous ones. They're world famous, and we appreciate them. They don't make a name for themselves. You don't know them, but they are the ones that go out and support, and take time to give out to people that don't have or people that are suffering. We don't know their names, and they don't want us to know their names. They just want to have a good heart and a good human being to go out and do these things that they know should be done. And I give them an applause too, because we still don't have enough. Because once we get enough, we'll know it. Because that's what we can consider a peaceful existence when we're all free and we all love one another and we all respect one another and we all can sit down at the table. They show you so many pictures of all the little children crawling around. They don't know how to talk. They only do baby talk. They don't know how to speak English. They don't know how to speak Spanish. They don't know how to speak none of the languages. But those babies down on the floor, you give them a couple of toys and balls and everything. Oh, they're going to have a ball. They're going to have a ball. They're not going to know nothing. They're going to hug each other and play with each other. They're not going to know no negativity until they taught it, unfortunately. And the idea of wanting to get rid of people's culture and people's history, not wanting them to learn it, is just ridiculous. Well, if I have 10 fingers, just because everybody has 10 fingers, why does my 10 fingers have to be eliminated from the educational source? Did my 10 fingers, wasn't I actually there and a part of a building? And it's not showing anything negative on anybody else. That's the thing about culture. Everybody may make chicken, and some people season it well, and some people don't want no seasoning on it. But isn't it a good thing to be able to taste the different ones and be familiar with different tastes other than what you actually was brought up with in your own house? Isn't it nice to be able to go to get some Chinese food or go get some food, some Thai food or some African food? Isn't it nice to be able to have those choices? To be able to be from wherever you are, but be able to make these dishes of these other things that you like and figure out how to season them. Isn't it wonderful to not be bored and have the same thing to eat every day? Different desserts. Life is wonderful. We just have to look at it in the correct aspect, in the correct way. Life is great. You get up in the morning and you say, oh, I want some oatmeal. Fine. This one gets up in the morning, oh, I want bacon and eggs. That's fine. Oh, this one wants grits and fish with gravy. Fine. This one wants fruit and cantaloupe and watermelon. Fine. Isn't it nice to be able to have all of these things at our command when we choose to be able to eat whatever we want and drink whatever we want? Hopefully it's healthy, but the choice is yours. This is why we have to always explain what's going on, you know. There's a lot of current events coming up. We have Grace Jones coming soon. We have Janet Jackson coming soon. We have Beyonce coming soon. We have Anita Baker and Babyface coming soon. We have all of these. Being in New York, we're like the hub. We're like the spot hub. Certain places are like the spot hub. New York, L.A., Chicago, the major cities, you know what I mean? And then we have all of these sports going on all the time, too. So we can look forward to having NBA championship coming up, and we're in the middle of the college basketball right now. It's called March Madness. That's taking place right now. And so we have all of these things. We have baseball getting ready to come around. Unfortunately, the Mets, they lost one of the people that they were planning on winning the pennant and winning the championship. And the bad news is that he might be out for about a year or so. But, with the way that they're going to be flexible, probably put somebody there until he could come back, somebody that could help them win. Looking at teams that, just come together because they have the heart to come together. Sometimes it might not be always the talent, but it's the people that really want to win. They can they can push up enough energy that all of them can stay connected in one mind. They might not be the best, but then they can get out and they can win games. Hopefully this year we'll have true champions. True champions like we've been having. The team that really puts it together and really, stay focused and, because they realize that all of the teams have a significant amount of talent and power. Some bring it to the fourth place that everybody recognizes it. And some, they've been holding back. So when they get the opportunity, they can show you better than they can tell you. We might not see it on their stats that, oh, they're not capable. We'll say, oh. But actually, everybody in the NBA, they're capable. Because they were selected to be into the NBA. At some point, they were drafted from wherever they came from, school or whatever, or any of that. The baseball, basketball, soccer, all of these people that we put together and they get in there, there's a force, a union that they start with. At some point, they outdid and topped all the others. That's why they're there. You think they're going to pay them that type of money and they're not worthy to making that, to make the goal for them is to get the people that help them get the championship, you know. And it's always been that way, you know. And a lot of times, the players and these franchise players, these people take time out of a busy schedule where they have to be hustling, and they make money, but they make time to get back and go to the community and give things and make people feel good. Now, not enough, but I mean, some progress is better than none. And we know who those people are, the ones that are always giving and stuff like that. But all of you can do it. All of you can give and make the world better. All of you super athletes, superstars, super whatever you are, the best at it. And if you have all of this money, give back and help the world. Do trainings. A lot of you doing it already. I'm not talking about you, the people that, because the ones that are doing it, we honor you. That's why things are getting better. Because we have a lot of mental illness that's been going around now, particularly in the last couple of years now. People are destitute. They lost their loved ones. Maybe they even lost their jobs. So whenever they can put on something on the TV to make them laugh or make them feel good, and they could grab a little sandwich or a piece of fruit, that's a good thing. Because it's rough out here. You go around now, I don't want to talk negative, but the things as I tell you all the good things, there's all of the bad things. The little children, they're in school, elementary school, high school, and they're getting shot for no reason. Sometimes 2 and 3 schools at a time in a day. Where is it? I know originally we had the Wild Wild West. We had that kind of environment, and that was the idea of when we were growing. So every person needed a gun or some type of weapon to protect their family and themselves. Not the case now, though, however. That's not the case. How could children even get their hands on a gun? I can't even believe it. Who does that? Who does that? Who allows their children to have guns and take their guns to grade school and shoot everybody? And what kind of mental illness do we have that we can't see when people are afflicted with hard times and they need help? And they need psychiatric help. Why aren't we reporting those things to the police and to the social events, to the community? You know, myself, I don't want to use the train, but every now and then when I use the train, and there was a woman just yesterday. I was coming back from down at the museum, the Asian museum, and just screaming, "Oh, you and you!" I don't want to say the language that she used, with bags all in her hand. "Oh, I told you not to follow me," and just cursing and carrying on and shaking. Now, if I wasn't such a calm person and who I am, I sent the lady to prayer, but I know the lady was messed up. This is around maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock. This is the kind of world we're in, people, Open your eyes and help out best you can. Make this world better. The mayor is doing the best that he can. He's telling you and all the individuals, all our council people. But if we don't get in there and write down these things that's happening so they could fix it before it becomes a problem. And that's the word to the wise. I love you all. I thank you all. Thank you so much. This was our talk time. And please, write in, email in. You know, if you have some particular questions and you want us to do something, if we can do it, we will do it. Thank you all so much, and have a great day, a better tomorrow.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Real Self Talk Show with Sylvia Gina Hunt. And now take a look at the pictures of the different events that took place in New York City in the beginning of March. Enjoy.
Jesus.